I will do 10 to 15 video messages to certain people every day. I try to let them know the next morning that I noticed them, I realized them, and that what they're doing is great. I've gotten more feedback on the video messages because they're personal than anything that I've ever done. And I will get messages back, and it will start a whole entire conversation that never would have started if I didn't send the video.
Welcome to Momentum in Real Estate, your guide to success in the dynamic world of real estate. I'm Cory.
And I'm Kristin James. Whether you're just starting out or a seasoned pro, we're here to help you reach new heights.
Success in real estate comes from learning, growing, and serving others.
Join us as we dive into strategies for lead generation, marketing, market trends, and client relationships.
Get ready to ignite your momentum and achieve your goals in real estate.
Let's dive in and unlock your full potential.
This is Momentum in Real Estate.
Today's guest is Amanda Pyle. She's a real estate professional with the Pyle Team, part of the Property Shoppe Group at eXp Realty. She helps clients navigate real estate transactions, emphasizing informed decision-making and providing practical guidance on homeownership topics like property protection and warranties. Amanda, we're so excited to have you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Yes, thank you, Amanda. So tell us your real estate story. How did you get into this lovely hot mess? No, I'm just kidding. Tell us your real estate story.
I am blessed to have an aunt that is in real estate, and she's been huge in real estate for 35 plus years. And so whenever I graduated high school, she just kind of kept pushing me, and I became a mom first, and then finally I decided, okay, it's time. So she finally pulled me in, and I've been with her now for a little over 4 years.
Awesome. So that's the length of time you've been in the industry?
I have.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And have you been with eXp the whole time?
Yes, I joined eXp whenever I came in.
Great. Wow.
Yes.
I'm curious. I actually would love to start there. Like, tell us kind of how was it starting as a brand new agent? I mean, how much did your aunt sort of help guide and coach, and just give us a little flavor of what that experience was like as a brand new agent?
With her being in real estate for as long as she has built a center here in Tyler that trains agents to be better successful, female agents, male agents, and then she has a center that's actually a training center for all brokerages here in Tyler. So her model is to train agents to be the best agents they can be. And so I have been fully trained ever since I got into it, but eXp, especially because of all the back training that they offer to agents. I mean, your fast caps, your fast attracts, I mean, everything that they offer, and it's all readily available whenever you need it. Mm-hmm. So it's huge where, I mean, most other people know other brokerages do not have that. So
Awesome.
It's been a great training experience being with eXp.
I
couldn't imagine going anywhere else. I've heard stories, so I'm glad I started with eXp and I'm still here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm curious about your motto, dream big, move smart. Tell us like how that came to be and how that plays out in your client relationships and just how you approach your business.
So it's two different meanings to my motto, and it's dream big because everybody has a dream, whether it's buying their first home, upgrading, downsizing, whatever it is, everybody has a dream. So dream big wherever it is, whatever it is. And then move smart is make sure you have an agent that's dedicated, educated for everything it is. So dream big, move smart. And that's what I do.
That's so good. I love that. Okay, I really want to dive into lead generation. So did your aunt feed you leads, or did you go get them yourself, and how, and what does your business look like now?
She did not give me leads, because she's very firm on building your own sphere. So she tells us what we have to do, and she helps us maintain the strategies to get there. So we have a hundreds list that we start. She's big on a hundreds list. You do 100 names of people you know, love, and trust, and you build on that. So that's what I've gotten, and that's where my business has remained. So it is a huge lead gen, and it's just a one that continues to give back.
Absolutely. Do you have, I should say, have you built out other kind of pillars in terms of, obviously sphere and personal network is something everybody should have, or be building. What are some other pillars that you've built your business on?
So I'm huge with my the school community where we're at. So I was a teacher for many years before getting into education, and so my kids are very involved in the local school, and so I'm big with sponsoring stuff with them and educating the teachers and stuff there, and I'm readily available for all of them. So that's one of my main pillars, is family oriented, education oriented. So that's where a lot of my stuff comes from. Homegrown, home. So
I love that.
yes.
Can you dive in a little bit more? Like, what do you sponsoring stuff, or
Yes.
what do you being readily available? Like, dive a little deeper into what does that mean?
So we, my daughter's cheerleaders. So we sponsor the football ads. We have a football ad in the program, and then me and my husband sponsor the footballs that the cheerleaders throw out every Friday night at every touchdown. And then I do coffee bars for the teachers. And I'm at my daughter also plays basketball and volleyball and all the things. And so I'm at every sporting event. So I'm there. I wear my name badge, or I wear a shirt that says the Pyle Team. And so everybody knows that it's me and ask questions. And then we sponsor food events. We sponsor the FFA because my daughter's also show. So we sponsor buckles, or we sponsor meals for them to go travel and get paid for. So we sponsor a lot of stuff at the schools.
I love that. That's
And
great.
then,
Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, you can continue.
I was just gonna say I have been giving gifts like quarterly to the elementary school where my kiddos are, or one of them will be soon. And like that's been really great, but I've been like, oh, I really want to dig into like the middle school and high school because they'll eventually go there, but I feel like I want to love on them
So
too.
teacher
And
appreciation is huge
yeah,
when
yeah,
it comes to marketing your stuff, because you can put your little sticker on everything.
yeah,
So we do the coffee bars for them quarterly.
yeah.
Like we'll go get all their creamers and all their stuff, and we just put our logo on it, and it's in the
Brilliant.
office.
So do you make the coffee as well?
No,
Or do
we
you?
just
Okay.
we could be in there and say hi to everybody,
Yeah.
or but anytime throughout that next month or so that they go in there and get coffee, our picture's on it.
Oh, I love that. So that you just get all the creamers and
All the
All the
supplies.
pumps, all the supplies, and you just put your logo on it.
oh, I love that idea. Thank you,
So
Amanda.
good. Yes. Well, and then carrying that further, like tell us about kind of the behind the scenes. Like how do you track that? Are you tracking that? So like if you get a teacher that calls you, how do you know how they found you?
It's old school and a little black box.
I love
But
it.
it won't ever fail you, or computers will sometimes. Software will. So it's just a little black box that keeps up with everybody. And then, of course, we have our Bolt Trail system, or we have our CSU systems that we use too. But I try to do everything in a black box, kind of old school, in a filing cabinet. And I just check it monthly to see what we need to do. Or if I do get a call, I go right to my box and sign, fill in that they've done that. Like they've called and I've had a conversation with them. Or
Because is the box by person, or is it like these are all the teachers at the middle school,
these are all the
or
teachers at the middle school, these are the teachers at the high school, or this is my 100 people sphere.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so I'll know. And
That's
then
so
if they
great.
move from teacher to something else, I'll move them to where they
Got
need to be.
it.
If they've moved further into, like, no longer at the school, they've moved, so they've gone somewhere else, so then they go to my 100 sphere, and then I keep track on my 100 sphere on an Excel spreadsheet.
I love it, man. We overcomplicate stuff
It
so
needs to be easy.
much. Seriously.
Mhm.
And I feel like there's so much value in just starting simple and maybe staying simple.
Mhm.
Like we always think we have to like evolve into like, oh, we got to be more high tech and we got to do this and we got to add this component. But I mean, you've got a really simple system that is working.
Mhm.
And so I love that.
And my AI
Um,
helps tremendously. So,
well, that's what I was just gonna say. Like, so uh, kind of the other end of the spectrum is AI and like
mhm.
a new-ish technology that I think a lot of agents are trying to wrap their arms around and figure out how do we leverage this really powerful tool. So how do you marry those two things? Like you've got this really simple system, but you're also engaging and leveraging AI. How do you do that?
So it'll build out complete platforms for you to follow. So I just print them out and check them off as that, because you can tell between Claude and Poe and ChatGPT and all the ones that are out there, you can have it build you a template and you just check it off.
What kind of template? Like, what are you talking about?
So you can just go in there and tell them. I mean, it's easy. Like you just can physically voice into ChatGPT or Claude that you're building a 100% sphere and a 100-person sphere, and what can I do to keep track of them? Can you build me a tracker? So it built me a daily tracker that first thing in the morning you say what you're grateful for, your grateful fors, and then what your goals are for the day. And it has how many conversations you have. Like in our office, we have 20 conversations a day. And then how many follow ups, how many text messages. And you go off on that every single day and you fill it out. And at the very end of the day, you see what you failed in or you lacked in, and then what you really grew in and what you need to continue for tomorrow. And so,
I love that. I love using AI in that way. I've never thought about that. So
mhm.
it's lovely. So do you not use a CRM, or do you just do the black box for the 100? I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. I'm
I
sorry.
do both because I use
Okay.
the CRM for stuff that comes in through Bold Trail and stuff, and then I keep a track of all my transactions that go through.
Okay.
So I do keep that, but for me, it's easier for the black box because I have it everywhere I go. Even though I have my computer everywhere I go, it's easier for me to write it down while I'm on the road and then go put it in later if that's what it is. But I always have my box to go back to that I know I can always go look in there in case I did forget to put it in the computer.
So
Okay.
you're still tracking those conversations, your
Yes,
notes
and
about
Fisu.
those people. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
your physical tracker is just kind of where are they in your
Mm-hmm.
funnel?
In my
Um,
funnels. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Perfect.
And then, like I said, that daily tracker is something that you do daily. I mean, if I don't do it daily, it's like, what did I forget? Oh my God, I cannot believe I forgot that. It becomes part of your routine, and you have to make it part of your routine because it's heartwarming because that's part of the segments in it, and then it keeps you where you need to be to complete your stuff for the day. Because real estate, as anybody who's in real estate knows, it's a busy job. It's not something that you can just get into and like, oh, well, I got a free day today. Let me go. No, you have to do things every single day to be able to have that free time. So this keeps you on
Mhm.
track, and it could only take you, 3 hours in the morning to get all your stuff. And then you have the rest of the afternoon to either go prospect or go talk to people or enjoy it with your kids or your family. So that daily tracker keeps everything in its place, I guess, to keep you on track. The whole point of it. So
And is that something you like? Do you print out a daily tracker and
yes, it's a
you just
printout
have a
every day.
physical
Mm-hmm.
and then you just tick 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 as you
Yep,
go?
it's hard for me to remember to go back to the computer every day or right then. So I do it like I said, old school and pen and paper, and then that way I have physical in my hand that I can always go back to.
That's
So.
so good. Russ Lagan just spoke at an event we were at. I don't know if you know him or our listeners know
Mm-hmm.
him, but he talked about that. He's like, you're going to print it out and you're going to put it in a little pot and fold it all up and you're going to put it in your pocket and you're going to
Yes.
keep it in your pocket and you're going to keep going throughout your day, which I have a remarkable, which I love. And it like you can put PDF versions in it and it's a scribe thing.
Uh huh.
Um, but I find that like I do think I need a hard copy to do those things because there's all these like point systems that are out there
Hmm.
but it is so true. And I was just thinking this morning, like how we can overcomplicate things because in my brain, I like make up an excuse. I'm like, well, but I want to know who those people are that I'm texting or who I'm writing a note to. And I want to put that in my CRM and I want to be this organized person. But you have to like cut it out and just
Hmm. Yes.
do the activities and you will reach out to random different
Yes.
people in your sphere. So I think that's such a good reminder, Amanda, to all of us.
You can just get so caught up in, to me, for me, because I mean, it doesn't take much and my attention can be gone. So if I get into the computer system and I'm starting to do my stuff and I have pop-ups that, will come up and or something that I'll get an email sent to me or something that completely will get me off track from my tracker. So if I stay out of it until my tracker is done, and then at nighttime I put everything into the computer, that's the way I can
Mhm.
stay on track because if I bounce around,
Yeah.
I'll be done for the day.
Yep. You get so distracted
Yes.
and then it
It's
just sucks
not.
you into this other
Yes. And with everything that they
domain.
have that tries to grab you and that to me overcomplicates what real estate
Yes.
is all about, it keeps you grounded and it keeps you on track. And so if you just don't let all the others interfere, then
Yeah.
it keeps everything where it's supposed to be.
So Amanda, talk to us and our listeners about like how you approach social media. Like what is your kind of philosophy around using social media as you build your business?
Social media in today's time is huge. I mean, for anything. I mean, for one, it's free. Guys, it's free. It's so easy to use. I mean, you have TikTok, you have Instagram, you have Snapchat, you have Facebook, and it's free. It's so much easier in today's time to sell real estate than it was back in, 30 years ago, just like my aunt has said numerous times. We are on a fast track in real estate nowadays than what it was back then. Back then it was cold call, door knocking, all that kind of stuff. And you don't have to do all of that as much anymore because of the technology that we have. So
Mm.
we have to embrace it and move on with it. And so my stuff is I do Instagram, I do TikTok, I do Facebook, but I do so much of houses and stuff like that. Then I do so much of education of like home warranties and all kinds of other things, lenders and what the percentage is, all that kind of stuff going on right now for a certain area. And then I do my family stuff. So I mix all of that in together so they know that I'm real. I'm not just fake. I'm not phone. I mean, I'm real, and you can see it with me and with my way I am and what I do. So, and I think that helps right now because what I've come in to know is clients want to know that you're real and that they can trust you. And with seeing all that, they know, well, she's not just faking it. This is every day. So if I can do every day, one of those posts every day, then that's 3 automatic posts. So that fills your Facebook feed or your Instagram and stuff, but everybody sees the real you, but they still get education that they need for real estate.
Mm. So good. Okay, so you talked about your school system but how do you touch your sphere? Like what's your system? Sounds like text and reach out,
Mhm.
but what's some things that you do for your sphere?
So I have one thing that is just, I guess, near and dear to me because so I will do 10 to 15 video messages to certain people every day, whether it's their birthday, their child was baptized, their kid got a winning touchdown, their kid made a huge thing at golf, or I try to let them know the next morning that I noticed them, I realized them, and that what they're doing is great. Or like it is, if it's their birthday, happy birthday. I want to make sure you know today is special and you're special today. And I've gotten more feedback on the video messages because they're personal than anything that I've ever done. And I will get messages back and it will start a whole entire conversation that never would have started if I didn't send the video.
And I'm
So
guessing you're just using your phone to do that.
my cell phone.
You're
Mm-hmm.
not using a software, you're not
I
using a
don't.
fancy tool. Just
I
your
don't have my
phone?
phone and a ring light, so it's pretty simple.
I love it. I love it. Well, it seems to be authentically you. You know, you are a real person. You reach out naturally. You're connecting as a human to another
Mhm.
human.
Yes,
Like, that is
that's
really
important.
powerful.
Mhm.
That's fantastic. So do you have a team? Are you a solo agent? Like, what does that part of your
So
business look like?
the Pyle team is actually me and my husband. We're both real estate agents. He does more of the kind of some of the behind scenes where I'm the people outgoing. So it's always been a joke that he's my sign boy because he goes and does my signs, my lock boxes, all that kind of stuff. And so, but he is a huge part of what I'm able to do in my time with him doing all of that stuff right there. So, he's a huge part. So it is just me and him, and we are part of the property shop here in Tyler. So, but it's just the Pyle team, me and him.
That is so cool. Okay, tell us about 2026. Like, what are your big goals, big dreams? How are we doing on that?
We
If
are
you're
doing
willing to
good.
share.
Oh no,
Okay.
we're doing good. Every December, we do a vision board class here at our office. And so we get our visions mapped out. And Cindy, who is the broker here, she goes off and each individual agent, she says, what are your goals and what do we need to do to obtain them? And so she stays with us and checks in on us monthly and sees where we're at. So she's very involved in her agents. So, I mean, she's wonderful. So she is the huge backbone, I guess, of our office and how successful we are. So, and to this year, I want to double what I did last year. I always want to try to double what I do, and so that's my goal is to get 100 more every year. So my sphere is just continuing to grow, and my goal this year is to have more referrals from past clients than I had last year, because the referrals will feed you for a lifetime.
Oh, absolutely. So let's talk about that for a minute. Like, um, how does it change how you approach a transaction or a current deal that you have if you're thinking about how do I get referrals from this person?
It's what
Does
I
it?
continue after that
Hmm.
helps with that. I
Hmm.
send birthday cards. I send gifts for their birthday or anniversaries. I handwritten notes saying happy anniversary, just thinking of you. You know, is there anything in the future that you need help on? Let me know. You know of any houses in the neighborhood? And usually they'll say, I had a great agent. She was spot on, and here's her name. And then that's how my stuff grows. But I just keep in contact with them every month after I've done it with them.
But
So,
that becomes part of your system then.
mhm,
And that's like part of what you're tracking
yes,
is that follow up, those touches, those
the video
check-ins.
calls, mhm,
So
yes.
good.
And so it's just like where they're going to find the next one. It's just on the sign. You know, the next
Yeah.
agent where they want to see a house, they just look on the sign and call the person on the sign. Well, I don't want to be that person. I want the one that people refer and that they always come back to because I was trustworthy. I made them feel important, and I stay in contact with them. So after the client status, it's more of a family. So they
Yeah.
continue it.
That's so good. Yeah, somebody recently said, like, change your perspective to the sale, like not thinking about the close, but thinking about getting 5 referrals
Mhm.
from that
Yeah.
person, because you will just treat them so differently. And also, we're in the people business. We love people. Like, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing if we didn't like people.
That's exactly right. And that's what some people don't realize. They think, oh, you're in real estate, you're in the house business. No, we're in the relationship business.
Yes,
We're in the
exactly.
relationship business, and that's what builds what we do for a living.
So true. So
Mhm.
true. Well, Amanda, it has been such a pleasure to be with you, and we're just so thankful to have you as part of our guest crew here. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I've enjoyed it.
Awesome. Well, have a great day.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Momentum in Real Estate. We hope you found valuable insights and strategies to propel your real estate journey forward.
If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe to our podcast and leave us a review. Your feedback helps us continue to deliver content that resonates with you. Remember, success in real estate is about continuous learning, growth, and serving others. Keep that momentum going and watch your business thrive.
Until next time, keep pushing forward and bringing your real estate dreams to life.
This is Cory Wall
and Kristin James signing off from Momentum in Real Estate.